Hello and welcome to today's update. I've done a lot more work on the page. I've done several hours of work. So now I'm going to show you everything that I've done so far. This page, the first test page, is almost entirely complete. So when I left off last time, I had just showed what the coloring looked like on this singular character. And the rest of the page wasn't even drawn out completely yet. So I will show the line art. So this is the finished line art, aside from the background in this top panel, because it was like, I have to plan out the whole scene, and I just wanted to get going, and it was like causing me some stress. So I've still got that to do. But this is the main line art. So then, this was everything on one, like the color page, I guess you could say. So everything that wasn't going to directly touch with one another could be colored on its own layer. So there are some things that I need to do her jewelry, need to touch up her face, need to finish her ears, need to do the chair, need to do the background. But aside from that, this was everything on this page. So as you can see, these parts and his hands aren't colored on this layer. And that's because, for the same reason as the backgrounds, it can blend into each other. So like, for instance, if I started coloring his hand on this same layer, it would go into the table and the table would start turning a blue around his hand. You can sort of see that around his nose. But you don't want that to be, I have to fix up his nose anyway, but you don't want it to be so, like, it will ruin the entire table and you'll never be able to get the blue blended out that way. So I just put overlapping things like that and her neck in this panel on their own separate page. So here is the page with his hands, and here is the page part with her neck and his head in the photo. I also chose to put the background for that in this section because the background and her coloring were never going to touch. And it keeps the layers, like instead of having 30 layers, it keeps them all more concise if you put multiple things on one layer. So this was the background for this part. The way I planned out the background was down here I can show, that was one of the original sketches. Okay, so I think it's this one. Yes, so I just basically did a lightning, like, snapping sort of looking design in the background that I wanted, how I wanted it to look. Then I went over it in color and basically just took the yellow and sort of mixed it with the background and did one straight line of blue and yellow to make the thunder effect. Then I made the background black, blended it with this maroon color because I knew I was going to use a maroon color down here, and you sort of want one color palette per panel. So then I was originally going to have him saying something up here, but I decided thought bubbles into this like dream-like thinking state would be a lot better because it was something, a little motif I wanted to use throughout the comic when he is thinking of something. So I thought it would be good to incorporate it into this page as well. So that's where those backgrounds came from. I just went from one color and then, you know, did some basic blending to try and make a cloud-ish shape. It's probably subject to change in the future, but that is what I tried out now. So, yeah, this is what each page, like the quality I'm striving for each page to have. I think I'm pretty proud of it. I think it looks good, detailed, professional. I still need to go around and, like, there's like little areas such as there that have some white left. There's there. So I need to go around and make sure that that's all filled, and I need to do the background of the top of this page, of course, and I'm hoping by tomorrow that I can have the first final page finished and saved as a PDF file for everyone to look at. So yeah, that's what I did, and thank you for watching.